Check out the latest expansions for the Latari elves.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, hobby maniacs. Baer with you again, checking out the Runewars Latari expansions. We've got the new elf, infantry command, and the archer units right here. Some pretty cool yet necessary units perhaps for your Latari elves. Now we know a lot more things on the way. The Lennox riders, I think they have a hero on moose, forget what she's called, but she looks pretty neat. And of course the scions, the big bad tree folk as well. But these are the basics for this new expansion here. So let's jump in and take a closer look. It's always fun to see the character upgrades. And once you crack the box open, you'll see that you got the 4 character models here. Of course, one of their stands to go on. The new, I forget what this does, overgrowth, I think it's called. Markers right there. Actual upgrade cards, and then the unit upgrade cards, so you can put them into your infantry blocks or what have you, just depending on all that. And then the models themselves. So I'm going to slide these out of the way so we can take a quick look at these folks right here, which look to go together pretty easily. You don't have to worry about mixing any of them parts of, because they're all going to be separate. Oh, overgrowth, that's what it was. So here's the new rules, and we kind of knew this was coming already. We had seen this in the past. So if you have any units or upgrades with the overgrow keyword, you can place this token on a piece of terrain. And then of course it is the overgrown terrain has no apparent effect, except for when you can place stuff that does affect it. And multiple instances are not combined. A piece of terrain cannot have more than one overgrowth counter on it. And both players have units or upgrades with the overgrow keyword. The first player places all tokens he wishes to place, and then his opponent does the same right there. So that's what these bad boys are. You get 3 of them in this box set, but of course you could always play the mirror match and things like that will go down. Now, model-wise, you've got a bunch of cool units here, so let's zoom in and take a look at how they go together. So model-wise, very assembly on this here. You've got this particular model, which is just a head that goes right on there. Seems pretty easy at first, but you know, definitely looks pretty cool. Not a whole lot of mold lines right there. I'm taking a look at it. You are going to have to file them down if you do want to repaint it. Detail wise, lots of crisp detail as far as the quality goes. I mean, you don't expect multi-part detail here, but this is definitely paintable, as you've seen a lot of the paints and repaints out there, of course. Let's see. So next up, oh, well, this one I had to put together already because the arms were a little fiddly to get in there, but they are nice big slots and they will hold in. You can see that big piece of flash across there, but don't let it fool you that, like I said, the models and their designs are getting a lot better. That was the Storm Sorceress we just looked at, and of course here is the Starlong. And let's see, next up is the Herald, which another 1 part. There we go. Boom, there it is. And I like that little ruffle right there. It looks pretty cool. Be nice and easy to paint that up with the airbrush, detail it out. And certainly last but not least, our Elven champion, or Latari champion, goes together pretty easily. Kung Fu Master right there. Well, if Kung Fu Masters used swords. So let's check out some of the unit upgrade cards next and give you an idea with what 18 unique pieces of upgrades you can add to your army. So these models, being characters, not going to have the unit upgrade cards as you would see with like the Deepwood archers or something like that, because you can actually add them in to existing blocks of models. So you're going to see that right here, and there's a couple different ways to take them. Here as these are just your generic unit upgrades and no like special character or anything like that, which there is going to be a special character for this. So there's your sorceress. You can take a couple different ones: Storm Sorceress, Verdant Sorceress, Dream Weaver Sorceress here. Of course, I guess the model depicts a Storm Sorceress. Let's zoom out a little bit just so we can get more of these cards in here. So there's your sorceresses. Here's your champion, Blackthorn Assassin, Avenger of Latari, First Blade, and then you've got your Starling, which is going to go right here with the various different costs and abilities. And then last but certainly not least, your Herald, right there. Okay, so there they are. You can pause, you can check them out, do what you need to do to check out all the different ways to take these characters in your army. And then we'll go over to the actual upgrade cards that could be part of this right here. I think there's only 5. Yep, there's only 5. So Fortuna's Dice, File Leader, War Crier. Oh, there's 6. Heraldric Surcoats, Terrifying Heraldry, and simultaneous orders. Some we've seen already and some we haven't. Leave those up there for you to check out. Now I think 3 of these are generics. Let's see. All of them are generics. Well, there you go. So nothing unique to the Latari faction in this one. All right, next up is the Deepwood Archers. And here they are. The elven men and women myth of legends, the archers. Now, you got 16 of these, I want to say, in the starter box, but if you need more, well, hey, this unit is for you. Let's check out what's on the inside. And here's what comes in your $25 unit box. You get 8 of the figures. I don't think there's a specific new pose because there were so many that came in the... No, I don't think there is. I'm just looking at them because there's so many that came in the starter. The command upgrade dial, some overgrowth tokens, looks like panic, was that stunned? And your dials there, your little hinges. You're gonna get 5 upgrade cards, the unit card itself, and like I said, the 8 models right there. I apologize, that was the immobilized counter there. I hadn't seen it enough in the past to recognize it. That was probably one of the very first times I've ever seen it or seen it be used. I remember how it works, but regardless, there it is. So over here you can see they can move quick, 3 initiative here. They don't have a bonus move. They do have a little bit of guile right here where they can double shift out depending on how you want to do it, or you can reform. You can activate their special, of course, but shooting or melee wise, very slow, but shooting wise, decently fast at a 5 initiative, and you can add in a free surge right there as well. Now that that's out the way, we can take a look at any special abilities here. There's the 4 ways to build the 4 different models. This actually is very easy to do. Each baggie is gonna have one particular variety of model in here, so once you figure that out, you don't have to go fishing for more pieces or anything. That the model kits that are the hardest to do are the character upgraded ones, in my opinion here. This one, well, I said it was easy, but it didn't. I find it's easier if you pull it from the back and throw it onto here, and then the head you can put on first or second, it doesn't matter. I've assembled enough of these, I know how they sort of go. You can just slide it in right there, and there you go. So that is going to be your guy right here. And like I said, there's 3 different other varieties of that particular model in there. And the overgrowth token, we already know what that does. There's no additional special rules. So model wise, here's the upgrades they can take, the cost of their trays and the tray numbers, and obviously there's a huge discount there. 6 trays at 42 does not equal 17 times 6. Deepwood Archers, you've got your unique surge. After this attack, perform a speed 1 shift. This shift cannot be used to disengage. And precise, when re-rolling dice during an attack, you can treat as having 1 additional full rank of trays. Very cool. Melee is only 1 blue, but ranged is 2 blue, and blue is a very powerful die indeed. Much preferable to the Buster red dice. 1 armor, 1 health on these guys. As far as upgrades go, you're going to get 5 cards total. 3 of them are non-unique upgrades. You've got Fire Rune, Tempered Steel, and Close Quarters Targeting, all seen in the past. And the 2 Latari specifics are Hunter's Guile and Pathwalker's Amulet right here. Ooh, we can gain Protected. So that would be good to play whenever you have a bunch of natural energy on the table. Go figure. Elves like a natural energy? Who knew that? And more natural energy interfacing over here, or abilities with Hunter's Guile as well. So you can replace one of your dice with a white die. Very cool indeed. 1 in 10 chance to get that Mortal Strike. Very cool stuff there. So that is it for the latest. Although we know there's more Latari elves on the horizon as well from FFG's Runewars. Now, if you like these features here on Runewars, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on our posts.